too, Supervisor Walensky, because you've overcome your fear of public speaking. In the interest of getting everyone out of here on time, I'm going to cut my stunningly witty repartee down to a minimum. I would like to thank, first of all of our moderators. I think you did a wonderful job. I'd like to thank our panelists, many of whom are out in the audience, for participating. I'd like to thank everyone who attended this. I got to tell you, when this was in its organizing infancy, I don't think any of us dreamed we would have this kind of turnout. This is wonderful, so I thank everybody. I'd also specifically, and we're going to have a little closing remark here in just a second, but I'd like to thank Diane Gray, who really did a Clydesdale effort. You know, I've learned when you MC an event like this, you're sort of like Dick Clark and you get requests brought up from the audience quite a bit. But last one, and this is important, tomorrow at 4 p.m., the group Focus is going to be having a meeting at the Douglas Flat Schoolhouse featuring Brian Weller, who is a founding member of the Willits Economic Localization Project, and everyone's invited to that. So if you can get out there, that'd be great. We're going to close with closing remarks from Jeff Davidson, who is a member of the board of the Calaveras Chamber of Commerce. Come on up, Jeff. You know, I do think this is pretty incredible. I think we started today. Somebody told me they counted the audience members, and there were 148 people that showed up. I think we had 150 that said they would. And I just counted, and there's probably 130 people still in the room, so I think that's significant. And right now, I'd like to give some credit also to the rest of the Chamber of Commerce board members. I think taking on this vision, and I think people need to still understand we still drink wine. We're not all about hard work. Every once in a while we will have some fun, but also Diane, you did a terrific job. I think it's terrific. I want to thank the supervisors and the city council who partnered with us on this, and we couldn't have done it without your help. A year ago, I spoke to the board, the chamber board, about the need to bring decision makers together and to discuss critical economic issues that we're facing in the county. I gave a presentation to our board, and I tried to show them that some of the information I had compiled about how our adjacent counties had economies that were dwarfing our own, and there really was no good reason for it. But I mean, Amarillo County, $150 million more a year in retail sales than us. Tuolumne County, $200 million. Per capita spending in Calaveras County in 2006 was $4,700 per person, and Tuolumne County is $8,300. Amarillo County, $8,800. So there's clearly a gap there, and that's a gap that we can use ourselves. We looked at county-to-county commuting maps that showed that 7,000 of our local residents every day drive down and commute. They go to a different county to work. 40% of our workforce leaves our county border and their families every day. As mentioned before, with the huge retail sale leakage, we can also assume that many of the people that are left behind would also leave the county to go on larger shopping trips, trying to get everything in one location. And so I mean, it's clear that there's an issue here. We need to attract more people that can work here. We need to give them more retail opportunities. There really isn't any aspect of our quality of life that we can improve by allowing people to work closer to home. 4 times more people drive into Calaveras County every day to work than go into, or 4 times more Calaveras residents go to Amador every day than Amador residents that come to our place. There's something wrong. But anyway, we were allowed to give a presentation to the Board of Supervisors, and I think it was well received. They recognized there was a serious effort needed to be taking place, and I also agree that this is a terrific first step. But like many first steps, we have to take the second and the third and the fourth and the fifth. And I hope everybody will do that. You know, our economy's changed over the years, and I don't think everybody really ever planned when our economy would change. I mean, homesteaders came and, you know, kicked the Indians off the best property, only to find out it was pretty tough to make a living there. But, you know, we have still a rich ranching economy, you know, and some of the best families we have are still here ranching, and, you know, that, it's not getting any easier for them. 70s, we had logging and mining, and those were our leading industries. And in fact, I saw an interesting document, I think Steve showed me this on the Sierra Business Council book, that where adjusted for inflation in the 70s, the statistic per capita income was much higher in the 70s. I mean, like $20,000, $30,000 higher than it is today, because, you know, we had factories and we had mills and we had good quality jobs at that time. You know, now we have some other successful businesses. You know, we have the tourism and wine industry. You know, it fulfills a need, and I actually think this might be a good motto. But, you know, it fulfills a need for both employment and enjoyment. And I think that's, you know, it is one of our strong points. The king of our industry in the past few decades has been real estate and construction. And clearly, you know, the realtors and contractors and the people who work for them, you know, are suffering today. So we need to go forward and start a change that will make our economy more diverse. You know, we have to do this in a manner that we can still have a sustainable economy even in recessions, which we're dealing with now. So I mean, that's the goal here, is to make it more diverse. You know, it's an amazing place where we live. Angels Camp is world famous, you know, not because of the story about a frog, but I think because of the people who choose to live here and tell that story, you know, again and again. You know, Arnold is a beautiful community carved out of the forest. You know, it was there because of the logging. Now it's there, you know, and it's a wonderful vacation spot. It's a wonderful retirement spot. A lot of great businesses. You know, we have these beautiful, quaint towns like Murphy's and McCullum Hill, you know, that are an attraction to themselves and definitely, you know, county gems. In contrast, on the west end of the county, we have Rancho Calaveras, 4,000 lots. I mean, most people don't even realize that was the largest subdivision in California for many, many years. You know, Copperopolis is an old mining town. Castle and Cook has invested tens of millions of dollars creating a new old town. And you know, it's just a beautiful place, and they're looking to expand, and so other people can enjoy that. You know, I just think it's terrific that we have so much diversity. And now we're all looking at community plans and other issues. You know, every community deserves to have their own vision. But they also need to understand that their vision is going to be different than somebody else's community. But that's why we're such a good place to be. So I think we should really work hard, you know, to make sure that when we develop these communities and these plans, that we do it in a manner that accepts other people and that is unique to our own area. You know, you won't get many, there's very little argument about what the good things we share. Everybody in Calaveras County came here for one reason. I mean, some were born here, some left as soon as they could, you know, to return later. Some came to retire, some came for peace and quiet. Some, like me, came to work. Some came to be safer. Some came to raise kids. A few, you know, maybe came to hide, who knows. But, you know, some also came to start a business or to invest in property. You know, and you know what the one thing they have in common is? You know, they all came for the right reason. And I think that's what I'd like to send you off here with is, you know, my way is not right, and your way is not right. Or actually, neither of them are wrong. You know, they're just our ways. They're what we want, and everybody needs to be respectful and to begin to work together, because you can't do everything without someone like me, and I can't do everything without someone like you, and we're all Calaveras County residents, and we can take some big steps from here forward, to try to make this a better place, and a better place economically, because that is an important quality of life issue. So I would just like to send you off and thank you, but don't forget to take the next steps. Decision makers, it's action time. Okay, the talking's been done. There are going to be plans developed. We're going to be asking you for action, and I just hope that you will consider it and start to move some things forward. So thank you very much on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce. And I think we're all officially excused.